pulling back, folks. This is the draft that Aurora ended up with.
You mentioned a while ago that for APBREN, it's not the time to experiment up against Aurora. But for Aurora, they're doing something different now.
Different is right, but this is not without precedent.
Yeah.
This is a tactic known to make the rounds in scrims and even in some other scenes around the world. And even in our very own amateurs as well, XP lane Valentina is very valid, especially against a hero like Lucas.
Yeah, I mean, Valentina has always been like the answer to the Lucas. If there's a Lucas on the other side, you want Valentina. That's why if a team wants Lucas, they ban the Valentina. Aurora just decided to lean hard on it. It's like, we need a Valentina? Okay, put it in the EXP lane.
Yeah, but you're giving Gekedot a lot of targets to work with that don't have Purify as well. As of now, you have 4 on your radar.
I think Aurora just also want to go fast. Like, not a single Purify shows that they just want to keep going. No breaks.
Game 1 concluded in 10 minutes and 19 seconds. And Aurora can match that again if an early snowball will ensue here for Demon Kite and the Doming Kite, the Kite brothers. So let's see.
Okay, so for Renegade, he was seems like he was hovering the Tigreal. That's why we heard the voice line. And the very last second, switched it up to a Valentina pick. And that's why we're here now. And here's Aurora. They are playoff secured, so this is them showing us what the meta can bring us.
Gekedot with the throw. James Pax with a stun in the first blood. A Wiki Shadow kill coming in from Demon Kite. Not gonna get a pick off there as APBREN finds a kill.
That was a half-heart engagement. Renegade had no chance of survival. It looked like Aurora did not know what to do, even if after they got APBREN's members down.
Good start here for APBREN. And you saw how Der was actually playing that laning phase. He made it so that, yes, not yet level 4, the Valentina probably won't play into that, but he just really wanted to make sure, okay, I'll make sure that Edward wouldn't be able to help.
Oh!
Ooh, late reaction.
Just one more second.
Yeah, Gekedot walked into that shrub. He also wanted to go back and recall, but he was like, all right, let me go back. Wait a minute. And then he completed the recall animation for Demon Kite.
You know, I'm actually interested if Yue gonna go for the rapid boots to have that booster kind of Farsa to try and control the mid lane. So let's see if that's what Yue has in store for us. Unleash the Beast coming in from Edward. 2 animals! Nothing's gonna happen so far, but there you have it. Edward Valentina on the XP lane.
That's a TKO. Edward sent back Der. And yeah, given Der has extra health, that was a dominant move by Aurora. They're still calling the shots.
Feels like when Blacklist debuted a Valentina jungle to counter a Kai jungle back in the day in Season 10. Except this time around, it's Lucas and Unleash the Beast. So far in the laning phase. Okay, so that's the itemization that Edward's going for. Tries to go for tough boots. He knew he needed the crowd control time reduction, but then also going for leather jerkin so that he has a little bit more physical defense on him.
Again.
Oh!
Fast. Oh.
All right. Demon Kite playing with the range. Again, the build that Edward has right now, not just for this Valentina, but in general, is a symptom of the meta. Like, people just keep building these random casual defense items.
Yeah. And even that's what Ben Things actually mentioned a while ago, but now they're targeting the Silent Kid. A beautiful initiation from the Northern Lights.
Yeah, and with the gold lane getting pressured, EXP can't win because Lucas is getting controlled in the lane by a Valentina. Oh. That's why I'm a Lucas hater, yo.
And a Valentina lover if it's in the right spot. Turtle number 2 is up, and currently it's getting bulldozed by APBREN. Still no moves for Aurora to contest.
Remember how I was saying in the draft that I would like to see a Lucas for Aurora? I did not expect this.
You got what you asked for.
I got what I asked for, but just a different version of it. It's Lucas at home. But apparently Lucas at home is actually great.
Better.
Better even, yeah.
Might be better in the long run, but just like what happened during game number 1, Demon Kite and the rest of Aurora is not afraid to trade out the turtle for those engages, for those invades. That's why they're still holding on to a 750 gold lead. Shizu, early cast of the Zaman Force, working on the gold platings, but Doming Kite as well as Yue cast the Feathered Airstrike to zone them out.
That is Aurora once again regaining control of a game that they've seemingly lost.
Oh.
Gentlemen, this is deja vu. 5 minutes in, it looks like they're poised to get that last turn.
Oh!
Kite, point blank Quella.
All right, so that's one of the million moves that we saw. Great rotation by APBREN and a great pickoff by James Banks.
That didn't happen in game one. Already we're branching off of a timeline.
Yep.
James Banks just showing why he's still feared and revered. A beautiful pickoff onto Dominkite. Didn't have enough time to cast that flicker because that Queller, as you mentioned, point blank, literally connected in the face. Now here comes Edward, gets stunned out by Chomskirt. Still wanting to put a lot of pressure onto the mid lane.
Down bottom.
Okay, Shizu up against Renegade and Dominkite. He's gonna disengage. Demonkite was able to cast a Wiki Shadow Kill! Wow, Demonkite!
He took Kekida with him up top.
And now they're trying to trap and work on Edward. James Banks was able to pick up a kill, but Demonkite literally was one missile away from getting shut down by Kekidot.
Able to press the ultimate just in time. But a great rotation topside means that Edward will be able to push us up. The last time Valentino was playing the XP lane was in MPL Philippines Season 10 by Der, who was in Onyx Philippines at that time. So I wonder if Der instantly went, wait, I remember that. That was me. That's me.
This is in the same timeline where Ryota was also part of Onyx PH, who now plays for Onyx in MPL ID. Last hurdle up, the death strike from Yue.
Okay, James Banks gonna secure it. Oh my god, still connects with the unstoppable force. Manages to stay alive, but gets taken down by Dominkite. Now they're trying to work on a beautiful engager coming in from Demonkite. As he takes down one more onto the middle lane. Dominkite joins the picture, flickers in, and shuts down the man with a million moves.
The next standard has had it. Flickering forward, taking down James Banks, scoring a shutdown kill. And look, as Aurora continue to convert, they got eyes on this mid lane tier 1.
That was honestly a sight to see, the unstoppable force of Kekidot just literally follow all the shadows of Demonkite.
Went forward, then left, then right. Turned into a Formula 1 car with how fast it was turning. So Aurora have a slight lead here in the gold. I like the Dreadnought armors, not full building it, holding onto the anti-cuirass, and they're going for other items as well. Brute Force breastplate for the Valentina again because he's playing it like a Lucas. And even if he's not in the Unleash the Beast form, wait.
Passive! Demonkite secures it with one Wiki Shadow kill. Chomskirt 0-2-1 in the mid lane, and now they're gonna transition up top once again. Yue with a feathered airstrike to zone out. Edwards as well with a shockwave blast, and they're gonna work on the top lane turret.
Aurora just going on the map where they will and taking the objectives that they have their eyes on. APBREN are struggling. I don't think we've mentioned this yet, but APBREN's defensive lineup when it comes down to, you know, protecting high ground turrets, it's not ideal. It's really just Chomskirt who can really freely hit.
Heading into this week, James Banks promised the Bees we will make it to the playoffs. Right now, Aurora are outplaying them, making it look like that promise is going to be a near impossible task to fulfill. As one of the teams already secured for the playoffs is, to put it bluntly, schooling APBREN right now. Rotations, pickoffs, on point, timings, and again, helped and supplemented by Lucantina in their EXP lane.
Lucantina, I don't think I've ever seen Edward pick up anything besides Unleash the Beast.
And that's the scary part. You have a lot of options, the Frigid Glacier, even the Unstoppable Force. If Edward tries to be versatile enough to do those, but Renegade with the Conceal, they're going to work on Kekidot. Unleash the Beast from Edward onto the back as Yue picks up one more. Edward! Shizu not being able to free hit, got separated from the clash. Edward's going to sacrifice himself for the greater good. They're going to get a Lord.
Zoned out by the Valentina. That does not feel good. Edward falls, but they got the Lord, and we'll get a lot more crowd control because of a Demonkite.
Another Wiki Shadow kill. They're going to try and share the damage. They're going to be able to out-sustain it though, but again, Aurora still has control over the First Lord. And with the 3K gold lead, they might want more than just an inhibitor turret.
It looks like they're going to take it slow here. Lord spawns up top. They're securing their jungle. They're securing their buffs. And the thing that's gotta fall is mid lane tier 1. Like, not many big moves will happen if Aurora don't take down this tier 1 in mid.
Now they're setting their eyes again on the mid lane. I think they're going to be able to do it though, because right now APBREN's going to be forced back to their own base. Demon Kite also working on the bottom lane, so all minion waves will eventually be pushing in at the same time.
10-minute sync. Aurora have it figured out. There's 2 more tier 2 standing, mid and bottom, and APBREN have to split their attention. Something's got to give here. I'm reckoning at least a couple holy shields are popping.
Well, see, maybe even Aurora can pop all of them. They can pressure top and mid first and then go for bottom a little bit later on. That's 2. Oh, it looks like, yeah, it looks like it's going to be 3. They pop all the holy shields.
There it is. So even the sub-objectives have gone. APBREN are literally just holding on for dear life inside their base.
So that's the 3. Get 3 holy shields for Aurora. Edward continuing to get the Unleash the Beast, and I'm just excited on what else can Edward be picking, because so far the Unleash the Beast has been phenomenal. We've seen Edward zoning out 5 members by himself, but
that'll be it. You don't need anything else.
Nope. That's it. That's all the ingredients you need to get cooking.
Again, in the draft, I was saying Aurora would do very well with a Lucas on their side. They did it through cosplay, through a Valentina. And that's more than good enough, because after Unleash the Beast, he's already in close range. He can also deal like what? 1 quick or 2 quick bursts of magic damage before he eventually falls down. Maybe he even maximize those dashes he has as a Valentina to get away. It's a fantastic pick. It's perfect.
You know, one thing to work, APBREN needs to work on is the positioning, really, because prior to during the first Lord take, it seems like they were all separated. Specifically, Shizu wasn't in the picture when Edward was zoning them out. Fortunately, they were able to take down Edward, but they used up a lot of resources just to bring down a Valentina XP lane.
And that is according to plan for Aurora. They knew exactly what was going on, and APBREN, they're still here thinking, was that efficient enough? Was that worth it? They can't even consider contesting for this Lord. Imagine what that feels like for James Panks, who, by the way, in Game 1, Demon Kite played one hell of a Suyo. Now here he is. He can't even split push. Look, top lane is slow pushing a fat, chubby red wave. Kick it out with a flicker.
There's the throw. Plus the Frigid Glacier, but a killing spree coming in from Dominkai. They're trying to clap back by bringing down the Hitman, but there might be next on the chopping block. A beautiful ultimate coming in from Dominkai. Now James Panks already used up the Red Tree coming in from Demon Kite, working on you, but a stun! And a triple from the last Raider, the smiling demon, Demon Kite.
Curse of Crow's doing work, and because of that, I think this is where we say, that's it!
And that is it for the Northern Lights. A fast game to cap off our day number 1.